Hi, I'm Mark R. Morris Jr. and I blog here at markrmorrisjr.com, and also you can find me on Facebook as Mark R. Morris Jr. and the Mark R. Morris 2 on Twitter. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about Twitter. I was a social media consultant for a while. In fact, I managed to get my LinkedIn profile to the top search for social media for almost a year. Thought back and forth. That was mostly through optimization, but it allowed me to do business with some good-sized companies across the country and to attract a lot of clients. And in the process of that, learned quite a bit about it, but my account got hacked and I ended up shutting it down. Couldn't get it back, so I had to start a new one. And it's set primarily dormant for a few years, except for posting some links to my blog and just a few things to kind of keep it a little bit active. So I haven't had hardly any response on it at all until about 5 or 6 days ago, when I decided that it was time to get back into the game to promote my new novel, Jacked. And there's a link to that probably somewhere here on my blog, but I'll make sure I put one next to this video also. In the process of doing that, I came across some tips that I wanted to share with you, and here they are. If you really want to build a Twitter following that makes sense, you have to find the right people, you have to say the right things at the right time, and that kind of makes sense. So how do you do that? Well, first, to find the right people, it's easy to find people who are similar to what you want to do, who are already talking about the topics that you want to talk about. For instance, right now, I'm working on something called the Origin Dime series, which is a sci-fi novel, series of novels. And so I can look at other sci-fi writers, especially those that are doing things that are similar to what I'm writing, and I can actually access their audience. The best way to do this is to go in and find their followers, follow some of their followers. And as you follow their followers, then a lot of them will follow you back, especially if you take the time to kind of build some rapport. So how do you do that? Well, first you want to do a search and just use terms that make sense to you, whatever that is. And once you get inside, just go to their followers, start looking through. And here are some things I suggest. Find followers that have followers. If they've got a big audience, that's a good sign. If their audience is active, that's even better. If their audience is retweeting them and sharing them, that's what you want right there, because you're really trying to appeal to their audience. Because if they follow you, the hope is they will retweet your tweets, they will like your tweets, they will mention you, and then their followers will see that and hopefully follow you as well. So once you've got that going, it kind of helps you, and it's been building pretty quick for me. Just using that one little technique, and then also doing some tweets based on hashtags for the trending topics for the day, I've managed to go from essentially 0 to over 7,000 impressions in less than a week. And I've also added 300 followers to an account that was only at about 1,000 because I hadn't really built it back up. So I'm back in the game and I'm rolling again. And those are some things that you can do right there that will help you. If you'd like to know more, just read the rest of this article. Thanks.